Going on, guys? BrettO Live back with another video, and welcome to the Week in Review, episode 170. This is where we go over Raw and SmackDown in a WWE action figure setup style. I talk about the show, tell you what happened, basically in a setup style, podcast format as well. So without further ado, we are going to jump into the Raw side of things. About halfway through the video, we're going to be jumping into SmackDown. Raw was okay. We're going to talk about it right now. Odd beginning to this, but yeah, we're going to jump into the show. Moving over here, we opened up the show with Titus ONeil. Yeah, you heard me right. Titus ONeil. The lights come on. I'm like, oh my God, that's Titus ONeil. At first, I had to think about it. I'm like, who the heck is that? And he started, of course, because he's the global ambassador for WWE. He does like all the different charity things, the crowd, different like fan things. Which I mean, hey, props to him. It's freaking awesome what he does. Of course, they were in his hometown of Tampa, so he was getting a decent amount of crowd reaction, which was very shocking because it's Titus ONeil. But yeah, he was doing it sort of like a business style of like promo, and it was odd, but it was cool at the same time. He talked about like the military and everything, how WWE never goes political, which I find awesome because I watch it to escape everything. So that's cool, but as far as the promo, I didn't really think it needed to be televised. I think it could have just been to the regular crowd maybe before the show. But yeah, it was odd. It was interesting. And then moving over here, we opened up the show with Carmella going one-on-one with Bianca Belair. This week, if Bianca Belair gets counted out, she could still lose the Raw Women's Championship. So she could lose the title in submission, pinfall, and countout. Of course, we had Becky Lynch on ringside. She didn't really pose too much of a distraction at all this week. It was more just Carmella and Bianca going one-on-one. Nobody in the crowd, not even me, thought Carmella was going to win this. Dude, Carmella ain't winning the Raw Women's Championship. No way, bro. Of course, Bianca is able to hit the KOD on Bianca Belair and pick up the victory. Of course, Becky Lynch pissed off on ringside. Oh, Becky Lynch is so annoying. I'm not going to lie. In my opinion, she just, I don't know, she sucks, bro. Like, she's just annoying. Every time she grabs a microphone, it's just like, shut up, please. She always brings up the 26-second crap at SummerSlam. It's just like, dude, like, it's just lame. Of course, Bianca and Becky are going to be facing each other at SummerSlam. Bianca is more than likely going to retain. But yeah, as far as all this goes, I didn't really care whatsoever. Moving over here, we had an episode of the Kevin Owens show. Special guest Matt Riddle. Riddle coming out. Basically, Kevin Owens like posing as a face, kind of. He offered Riddle a new tag team. RK... No, it's not it's Bro KO. He offered him that new tag team, but then Riddle turned it down because Kevin Owens, according to Riddle, is one of the biggest liars in WWE. So he turned it down, but turns out it was just a sneak attack set up by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens helping out Seth Rollins to set up a sneak attack for Seth Rollins to attack Riddle, hit a couple curb stomps on him. But in the promo, Kevin Owens said that he's not friends with Seth Rollins, which I found kind of odd. I don't know if he's behind the mystery attack. Not the mystery attack, but the sneak attack. But yeah, Seth Rollins definitely got the best of Riddle here. He curb stomped the crap out of him. And then later in the show, Seth Rollins actually went up against Ezekiel, Elias' younger brother. This was actually probably the best match on the show. Believe it or not, Ezekiel popping out here, having another decent match here on Monday Night Raw up against Seth Rollins. It was decently long, decent high-flying action, nice hard-hitting moves. I enjoyed this match, not gonna lie. In the end, we saw Seth Rollins hit the curb stomp on Ezekiel to pick up the victory. I would have thought, I don't know. I think Ezekiel could have taken this one, but of course, you got Seth Rollins going up against Riddle at SummerSlam. You got to make him look good. But I hope Ezekiel doesn't, I hope this isn't the downfall for Ezekiel, because he's not bad. Of course, it is Elias. But yeah, Ezekiel, he's not too bad, dude. Moving over here, it was Damien Priest going one-on-one with Rey Mysterio. Last week, it was Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor. Basically, the same result we saw this week. This match was really lame, in my opinion. Damien Priest was able to hit the most disgusting-looking razor's edge to Rey Mysterio. He literally dropped him right on his neck. That's why I got the hand of Rey right on the back of his head. Damien Priest dropped him on his freaking neck doing this razor's edge. And of course, he pinned him 1, 2, 3 after that. After the match, they started basically just assaulting Rey Mysterio. Dominic runs in, tries to stop him, and then they technically force Dominic to join Judgment Day. They're like, join Judgment Day, and Dominic's like, okay, I will. So then they don't hit the concerto on Rey Mysterio. But then he didn't really join them because they just beat him up. This was so dumb, in my opinion. This was so dumb. We just need Edge to come back so then he can feud with the Judgment Day and just kick their butts, bro. Like, this is just getting annoying with the Mysterios and Judgment Day. I'm not gonna lie. Madison Square Garden, this coming up Monday. It's going to be the 20 years of Rey Mysterio. So more than likely, right, the Mysterios are going to get the best of Judgment Day, maybe with some help from Edge. I don't know. Of course, those mysterious videos. Is it Bray Wyatt? Is it Edge? More than likely Edge, obviously. But yeah, Edge is definitely going to help the Mysterios, I would assume. Or he just jumps back in with Judgment Day. I don't know. You never freaking know. It's WWE. Moving over here, it was a one-on-one match between AJ Styles and Austin Theory. One-on-one. This match wasn't too bad. Of course, we had Dolph Ziggler on ringside, posing as a distraction for Austin Theory. So basically what happened here, AJ Styles sends Theory to the outside. Theory, and this was actually really good in my opinion. Theory sends AJ Styles back into the ring. AJ Styles sort of doesn't run into the referee, but his body rolls into the feet of the referee, and then it distracts her for a second, which looked really good. I'm not gonna lie. I know, yeah, like it looked really good when Styles rolled to the ring and the ref was like, "Oh, you just hit my legs. Let me check on you here," or something. And then Ziggler randomly hits a super kick. Austin Theory gets counted out. I'm like, what? Dude. So I thought that was kind of cool. So Ziggler's definitely beefing with Theory. I cannot wait for that match. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, you guys know I love anything Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler's literally awesome in my opinion. The first superstar I ever met in person, by the way. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I did enjoy that. I'm not going to lie. Moving over here. Oh, this was so bad. It started off with Angelo Dawkins going one-on-one with Omos. Match got disqualified. MVP pulled the leg of Angelo Dawkins and the referee randomly sees it. They never do, but they happened to see it this time, which was stupid. So it was a disqualification. And then it turned into a tag team match, Street Profits versus MVP and Omos. It was kind of funny. MVP did have to wrestle in a suit, which I found kind of funny. But it was a tag team match, and then it got disqualified again after Montez Ford was about to put away MVP and Omos. The Usos push Montez Ford off the top rope, and then it ends in an all-out brawl. Like, dude, 2 disqualifications in a row, count-out victory. Literally, I guess that one clean, that one clean. But yeah, you guys know what I mean. Like, what is with the endings of these matches, bro? 2 disqualifications in a row. I hated this. I hated it so much. Oh, speaking of crap I hated, moving over here, it was a 6-woman tag team match, and it consisted of Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Dana Brooke going 3-on-3 with Nikki Cross, Doudrop, and Tamina. This match was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Akira Tozawa runs in mid-match, pins Dana Brooke, becomes 24/7 champion. Alexa Bliss wins the 24/7 championship, and I'm like, oh my god, no. No! Do not do this to Alexa Bliss. I was like, please, no. Do not make her the 24/7 champion. She won the title, but she lost it right away, thank God. And then it all revolved back to Dana Brooke getting the title again. And then the actual match, Asuka was able to tap out Nikki Cross, I think. Who even the heck cares? This was complete crap. I thought Alexa Bliss was starting actually somewhere after she got that victory maybe a week or two ago. But no, into the 24/7 picture. How bull crap is that? So bullcrap in my opinion. And then moving over here to end off the show, it was an episode of Miz TV, special guest Logan Paul. Logan Paul coming out, confronting the Miz, getting serious with him. Logan Paul, really good talker on the mic, so hats off to him, kicking butt here in the biz, doing a pretty good job. He had he basically just mentioned Miz's ball size, pissed off the Miz, and then Tommaso Ciampa attacked Logan Paul from behind. Of course, I do have Sami Zayn right there. Just trying to pose as Logan Paul. But yeah, Tommaso Ciampa attacked Logan Paul from behind, and they tried to do a 2-on-1 attack on Logan Paul, but then Logan Paul was able to escape. I thought Logan Paul was going to get the best of both of them, take them both out, but no, he kind of just ran away, which I found kind of odd. But yeah, he's definitely beating The Miz at SummerSlam. There's no doubt about that, for sure. Tommaso Ciampa should not be aligned with The Miz, by the way. I find that so stupid. Tommaso Ciampa should be doing his own thing. Literally, him aligned with The Miz, I already see him getting released here in a couple months. I'm not even gonna lie, it's terrible. But yeah, as far as Logan Paul goes, I do like Logan Paul. I'm interested to see what he's gonna do after The Miz. But yeah, guys, that was Raw setup style. Obviously, it was a pretty weak show. In the end, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5. You guys heard what I thought about it. Let me know what you thought about Raw down in the comments down below. Like I said, 2 out of 5. It's lucky it's even getting a 2. It's just so boring, dude. But yeah, we're going to jump into SmackDown now. Continuing the week in review with a very poor episode of SmackDown. Very poor. Yes. We opened up the show pretty good, though. Stephanie McMahon. Yes, Stephanie McMahon. We opened up the show with Steph. She was out there standing in the middle of the ring talking about Vince's retirement. Basically, just having the crowd chant along with her, "Thank you, Vince." I don't really know why we're saying thank you, Vince. He's kind of been ruining this company for the past couple years. But I mean, I guess he is the innovator of WWE. So thank you for that, my man. But still, I'm not the biggest fan of Vince McMahon. I'm glad he retired. And Stephanie McMahon and I believe Nick Khan are co-CEOs of WWE right now. So basically, they're in charge of everything that's going down. So that's pretty cool. I could definitely get down with that. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with that. It's pretty cool. Moving over here, it was Ludwig Kaiser going up against Shinsuke Nakamura one-on-one. Of course, Ludwig Kaiser trying to impress Gunther. Of course, last week he lost and then he got punished with those chops. But this week, Ludwig was actually able to pick up the victory with a cheat from Gunther. Gunther did a cheap shot to Shinsuke Nakamura, then Ludwig was able to hit a pretty decent DDT. It was like a shock DDT type maneuver he did. I was like, dang, that was actually pretty decent. But then Gunther still punished him up by the entrance stage. Right when Ludwig thought he was good, Gunther still punished him by the entrance stage. I thought this was really lame. Speaking of lame, the new Viking idiots went up against Jinder Mahal and freaking Shanky. This match was complete crap. New Day was on commentary. And then the Viking idiots sent Dinner into the New Day. And then Dinner got counted out. And the Viking idiots won by count out. I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? You guys are heel. You guys are so tough. And you guys win by count out. This sucked. Moving over here. It was the 3rd week in a row. We were supposed to get Lacey Evans versus Aaliyah one-on-one. And we didn't get it. For the 3rd week in a row. And next week on SmackDown, we're supposed to be getting Aaliyah versus Lacey Evans for the 4th week in a row. I wonder if it's going to happen. I don't care. Lacey Evans basically just bashed the crowd with the United States type gig, and then she just did the women's right again to Aaliyah. Stop this, please. Moving over here, it was Sheamus out there with the Brawling Brutes, setting up a challenge for Drew McIntyre. Of course, they need to face each other. Winner faces Roman Reigns at Clash at the Castle, or if it's Brock Lesnar, whoever's the champion after SummerSlam. And Sheamus said, you know what, Drew? Let's have a special match. Let's have a shillelagh match. Or they had a special name for it, but he had a bunch of shillelaghs laid out on a table because, of course, Drew has the sword. Sheamus has the shillelagh, so they're going to have like a shillelagh match type thing, which I would assume is just going to be basically a no disqualification match. So he set the challenge. Drew obviously accepted. Adam Pearce made it official. And then Drew McIntyre, he likes cutting things with his sword. He cut a shillelagh that Sheamus was holding over the rope. Yeah, this was lame. It felt very similar to what happened when he cut the rope. I believe it was last week with Sheamus. It just felt so similar. Just give me the match already. Just give me the match. Like, what the heck? Moving over here, it was Raquel Gonzalez going up against Sonya Deville. Of course, Adam Pearce trying to screw over Sonya Deville for whatever reason by putting her in this match against Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez was able to pick up the victory pretty easily with a chokeslam, I believe it was. I don't really care. Moving over here, it was a 6-man tag team match. In the main event, it was the Street Profits and Madcap Moss teaming up to go up against the Usos and Austin Theory. This match was okay. Not my favorite match of the night. I really didn't like anything on this show. I'm not going to lie. If I had to choose one match, it'd probably be Ludwig versus freaking Nakamura. That match wasn't too bad. But in the end, Austin Theory disqualified his team by beating up Madcap with the Money in the Bank contract, disqualification. But then, right as I was about to give this show a 0 out of 5, Brock Lesnar's music hits, and then things go sideways. He hits a multiple F5s on Austin Theory. When he comes down to the ring, he F5s him on the briefcase. I was like, dude, that was sick. Brock Lesnar raised this show to a 1 out of 5 because nothing happens on this show. Literally, SmackDown sucks, bro. Literally, I'm surprised I'm saying this, but Raw is better than SmackDown now. It used to be the other way around. SmackDown used to be better than Raw, but no. Raw is better than SmackDown now, guys. SmackDown sucked. 1 out of 5 for me. It would be getting a 0 if it wasn't for Lesnar. But other than that, yeah, guys, that was the weekend review. I really enjoyed. Let me know your ratings down in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Brett, out.